Emma, and thank you for coming. When I began my journey with the Miss America and Miss North Carolina organizations, I wanted to make a difference in many different lives. And many people champion causes such as cancer, Alzheimer's, autism, and other well-known diseases, but not many have ever heard of microcephaly. I'm going to read a few statistics about microcephaly and just give you a little information about it. Today is September 30th, which is Microcephaly Awareness Day. And microcephaly means small head, micro meaning small and cephaly meaning head. In simple terms, microcephaly means that as a child grows, the skull does not. This puts pressure on the brain, which causes many issues for the child. Some children are born with microcephaly and some develop it within the first few years of their life. There's a long list of other disorders that are associated and often associated and accompany microcephaly. Every child with microcephaly is different. Some have mild delays and some have very severe delays. Most of the time there is no way to know how a child with microcephaly will develop, so families just have to take one day at a time. I even have a friend all the way in Northern Ireland whose daughter has been diagnosed. After years of testing, doctors have determined she is unaffected by her microcephaly. Some of the challenges that a child with microcephaly face are mental retardation, delayed motor functions and speech, facial distortions, dwarfism, hyperactivity, seizures, difficulties with coordination and balance, and other abnormalities. Microcephaly affects 2 to 2.5% of the entire population. It is actually more common than other well-known disorders such as autism, which is shocking because many people know about autism but no one knows about microcephaly. And right now I want to introduce Miss Tracy and Kinley, who are here tonight. And they're very special to me because when I was younger, and I still am very close to Miss Tracy's niece, Ashley, we've been very good friends for a long time. So I remember when Miss Tracy was pregnant with Kinley, and I remember being so excited because it was like a little cousin coming into my family too because I was so close to them. And I remember rubbing all over Miss Tracy's belly every time I saw her. I was so excited. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So they're very special to me, and Kinley has just lightened up my life ever since I got to know them even better, and we've just grown closer, and I've just grown to love them so much. So now I want to ask Miss Tracy and Kinley will come up, just say a few words, and I know Kinley's excited.
I actually wanted to read a poem that whenever we were going through all of this with Kinley and the doctors were trying to figure out what was going on, I found it online, and it spoke about me and what we were being faced with at that time. So I'm not going to, Emma gave you the statistics, so I'm not going to bore you with all that again. I got the wrong piece of paper. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I got the other pink
Kinley's
slip.
got this under control. We can help her.
Yeah, you want to talk about it? Okay. It's kind of lengthy, so y'all bear with me. It was, it's called A Trip to Holland by Emily Pearl Kingsley. I'm often asked to describe my experience of raising a child with a disability, to try to help people who have not shared that unique experience, to understand it, to imagine how it would feel. It's like this. When you're going to have a baby, it's like planning a fabulous vacation trip to Italy. You buy a bunch of guidebooks and make your wonderful plans. The Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel, the gondolas. You may learn some handy phrases in Italian. It's all very exciting. After several months of eager anticipation, the day finally arrives. You pack your bags and off you go. Several hours later, the plane lands. The stewardess comes in and says, "Welcome to Holland." Holland, you say? What do you mean Holland? I signed up for Italy. I'm supposed to be in Italy. All of my life, I've dreamed of going to Italy. But there's been a change in the flight plan. That you've landed in Holland, and there you must stay. The important thing is that they haven't taken you to a horrible, disgusting, filthy place full of pestilence, famine, and disease. It's just a different place. So you must go and buy new guidebooks, and you must learn a whole new language, and you will meet a whole new group of people you would have never met. It's just a different place. It's slower paced than Italy, less flashy than Italy, but after you've been there for a while and you catch your breath, you look around. and you begin to notice that Holland has windmills, and Holland has tulips, and Holland even has Rembrandts. But everyone you know is coming and going from Italy, and they're all bragging about what a wonderful time they've had there. And for the rest of your life, you will say, yes, that's where I was supposed to go. That's what I had planned. And the pain of that experience will never ever go away. The loss of that dream is a very significant loss. But if you spend your life mourning the fact that you didn't get to Italy, you may never be free to enjoy the very special and the very lovely things about Holland. And Kinley is my Holland.
Oh, wow.
I met God's will on a Halloween night. He was dressed as a bag of leaves and hid the braces on his legs at first. His smile was as bright as the August sun when he looked at me. And as he struggled down the driveway, it almost made me hurt. Will don't walk too good. Will don't talk too good. He won't do the things that the other kids do in our neighborhood. I've been searching, wondering, thinking, lost and looking all my life. I've been wounded, jaded, loved and hated. I've wrestled wrong and right. He was a boy without a father, and his mother's a miracle. I've been reading, writing, praying, fighting. I guess I would be still. Yeah, that was until I knew God's will. Will's mom had to work 2 jobs. We'd watch him when she had to work late, and we'd all laugh like I haven't laughed since I don't know when. Hey Jude was his favorite song. At dinner he'd ask to pray. We'd pray for everybody in the world. I've been searching, wondering, thinking, lost and looking all my life. I've been wounded, jaded, loved and hated. I've wrestled wrong and right. He was a boy without a father, and his mother's a miracle. I've been reading, writing, praying, fighting. I guess I would be still. Yeah, that was until I knew God's will. Before they moved to California, his mother said they didn't think he'd live. And she said each day that I have him, well, it's just another gift. And I never got to tell her that the boy showed me the truth. In crayon red on notebook paper, he'd written me, God love you. I've been reading, writing, praying, fighting. I guess I would be still. Yeah, that was until I met God's will on a Halloween night. He was dressed as a bag of leaves.